Hey everyone, today we have Fizban's Treasury of Dragons Super Booster. And if you're wondering, would they actually charge $32 for a blind pack? The answer is yes. Yes, they would. However, we have the chance to pull a Horde Mimic, a young Sea Serpent, one of these really cool looking dragons, a young Amethyst Dragon or a young Sapphire Dragon, an Eyedrake, or a Dragon Flesh Abomination. What do you think we'll get? Let's go ahead and open this up and find out. I will say, as we were walking through the store, there was 3 different ones to choose from, and I picked the box that was the heaviest. And it looks like that might have paid off because we got a pretty big monster in here. Not quite sure what it is yet. But it also is just a single monster. I will say that I expected to get more than that in here from looking at the back. I thought there'd be like a big monster and then a couple small ones similar to the booster boxes. They have like 4 in there, and this doesn't really clearly state. Yeah, I guess it does. 1 large or huge collectible miniature inside. I just can't read apparently. I fail at reading comprehension. So anyways, it is 1 giant monster. Sorry for the crackling, I'll edit that out. Unless you heard it and then I forgot. This looks like some kind of Eyedrake. Fortunately, I actually have Fizban's Treasury of Dragons, so I can look this up and tell us all about it. It comes in pieces, so let's go ahead and get this assembled. It's actually really cool looking how it's got all the different eyes on the tips of its wings and a large eye in its mouth. But it looks like what would normally be its eyes are blind. So let's see if that's how it actually plays out in the lore. All right, we got this together. Okay, that's pretty cool. I don't know that it's $32 cool, but it's still, you know, it's a pretty cool mini, which it's not really a mini. It's a pretty big mini. Go ahead and plop that down on the table. Spark some fear into the heroes of my party. Don't think that's going to be for a little while though, because I think they're probably not going to be able to take this guy on at level 3, even though there's 4 of them and they have big hearts. All right, let's go look in the book and figure out what this is. I don't know if you can actually read that, but it does say it's an Eyedrake. It's number 44 out of 46. Go ahead and find it in the book here. The Eyedrake is on page 199. Eyedrake. When a beholder contends with a dragon for power and wealth, its thoughts of its dragon rival can become deeply obsessive, eventually pervading the beholder's dreams. If the rivalry lasts long enough, these fevered dreams can manifest as an Eyedrake, a beholder-like creature with draconic features. An Eyedrake resembles a winged draconic creature with no true limbs and a perpetually open mouth. Inside that mouth is a large eye that emits a breath-like wave of anti-magic energy. The creature's wings are formed from multiple eye stalks, each of which can fire magical rays that combine aspects of a dragon's breath weapon attacks and a beholder's eye rays. An Eyedrake, left to its own devices, exhibits much of the stereotypical behavior of a young dragon, attempting to establish a lair and a horde. Driven by instinct to jealousy to defend its horde, an Eyedrake fights to the death if anything threatens even the smallest trinket it claims as its own. And as you can see, that looks like pretty much what we got. I think they did a really nice job of capturing it in that miniature. An Eyedrake, a large abomination, typically lawful evil. AC 16, hit points 119, it's 14d10 plus 42. Speed, 0 feet. It can fly at 30 feet, hover. Strength 16, Dexterity 10, Constitution 16, Intelligence 14, Wisdom 14, Charisma 16. Not so concerned about the saving throws. or its skills, but it does have a condition immunity to prone, has dark vision up to 120 feet, and its passive perception is 18. It has deep speech and draconic. It's a CR rating of 8 and worth 3,900 experience points with a proficiency bonus of +3. The Eyedrake does not require food or drink. It can bite and hurt. It has an anti-magic breath. The Eyedrake emits a magic wave in a 30-foot cone. Each creature in that area must make a DC 14 Constitution saving throw, taking 39 force damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful save. Eye rays. The Eyedrake shoots 3 of the following magic eye rays at random, each ray targeting one creature it can see within 60 feet. A freezing ray, debilitating ray, repulsion ray, fire ray, paralyzing ray, and death ray. Let's check out the repulsion ray. The target must succeed on a DC 14 strength saving throw or take 4d6 force damage and be pushed up to 60 feet away from the Eyedrake. That's pretty cool. Death ray. The target must make a DC 14 dexterity saving throw, taking 28 necrotic damage on a failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one. The target dies if the ray reduces it to 0 hit points. That, my friends, is the Eyedrake. Thank you, Fizban's Treasury of Dragons, for introducing this horrible monster into our lives.